welcome to Digital Divides, where we examine how culture has been transformed over time. I'm Joseph Galvin.
And I'm Bright Muhango. Thanks for joining us. When it comes to technology changing culture, the question on everyone's lips is how generative artificial intelligence is going to impact us, how we work, how we create art, and how we research new information.
On this episode, we want to take a look at how AI has impacted us as students and as creatives. And I think the best way to establish what we're talking about exactly.
AI as a term covers a lot on the ground, but generative AI is a little more specific. It refers to a large language models or LLMs like ChatGPT and diffusion models like Midjourney and Sora, which focuses on visuals.
Bear in mind that a lot of the user-facing apps tend to have elements of both Microsoft's Copilot, focuses on text, but OpenAI's ChatGPT can also generate images. Google's Gemini recently released their image generation tool, Nano Banana Pro.
You mentioned three different companies there, and that's more important to note. A lot of the AI revolution is more of an AI arms race between companies putting forward what are the essentially new products.
Yes, new products that need to be advertised and sold. So you'll use Microsoft Office, for example, and it'll give you a pop-up inviting you to use Copilot's AI tools. What's convenient for Microsoft is that they use this to claim so many people are using their AI tools, but that figure would include people who are just using Office on a device with Copilot without using Copilot itself.
Boosting the numbers so it looks good to investors. And this is a pattern we've seen play out before. When Media website tried to pivot to video around 2015 and cut writing jobs in the process, Facebook reported artificially inflated video watch time numbers to advertisers.
So that's one half of the story. You have to ask the follow-up question, is the marketing working? To get an idea of what people make of its potential users, we've asked some of our fellow students about their experiences with Gen AI.
See, personally, I'm not a big fan of Gen AI.
Yeah, so long as we're like morally and ethically efficient in using it, then I don't see the problem in using it at all.
Really don't like it. I would say that I'm somewhat morally opposed to it as well.
Yeah, so we had an assignment where we were told to use AI so that we could see exactly how it's working and the answers it would give us. I used like an image modifier, so you'd add in the prompt and then you'd get an image based on the prompt.
I've only had to use it for one project. I've never used it for personal reasons. I don't have any need for it.
I tried it as much as I can then, but it didn't come out the way I wanted it originally then, so even just trying to get it to turn out what I wanted it then was an issue enough.
I noticed that the prompt had to be very, very specific, and like 9 out of 10 times it wouldn't give me what I was looking for. So all that time I put into changing the prompt, I could have just drawn or created the image myself.
The Gen AI script just had a lot of stereotyping in it that I didn't quite like.
It can give us ideas and point us in the right direction. Well, if we're actually researching it ourselves, it might take 10 times as long. So time-wise, it can help us definitely.
My stance on it has changed. Originally, I thought it would be a huge problem for artists, but in a few couple of months I think it can be useful. But the problem is we have to regulate them as much as we can.
As an artist, I don't see any point of it generating designs for me when I can do the designs myself. I'm here in college to learn how to do the designs myself. There's no point in getting it to do it for me. I'm not learning anything from that.
Almost gets to the point then where you cannot different or separate. Separate's the right word. You can't even separate actual art from slop.
I'm really glad we got the opportunity to fish around for some more opinions. Did anything stick out to you?
Someone mentioned that they had to get very precise with their prompt. And I think that highlights a paradox with these tools as a user. Of course, you'll get a better output with more information, but that's not how these tools are being positioned.
I agree. When Microsoft's Copilot suggests prompts, It's usually trying to get you to frame it as a request or as a question. Most AI chatbots for customer support do the same.
So it's like a pre-Google search engine, Ask Jeeves. You input a question as a search query because it's intuitive. It mimics human interaction.
So, the tools for the end user are meant to be intuitive up until you have to treat them in a granular and technical way. And while some users are happy to do that, it's not how the companies making them are talking about them.
That's where the disconnect is. Are they meant to be tools that you learn as part of the industry or something for everyday life? I don't think it can be both at the same time.
And speaking of their use in the industry, there's a lot of fear around if the tools will replace artists, writers, and so on, or just make the work more precarious.
We're seeing instances of this cropping up, like art assets made with AI, and Amazon recently released a number of anime dubs where the English voices were AI generated.
Mimicking voices was one of the first things that the AI models got quite good at, to the point where people would share their output, and now it might be coming home to roost. We spoke to a student who works as a voice actor who had a surreal experience.
I've been a voice actor since October of 2018, so nearing 5 or something years now. I've been at it for 2018, but I haven't done it professionally since 2 years ago because I was just honing my craft, practicing, learning all the lingo. I'm self taught. On the side of doing voiceover, I also do content creation. And because of that, I have a name to myself. I create content anonymously, but because of that, people are fond of my roles. They know of my roles, and since there's a high fandom behind this role that I have, which I will not say, um, they thought it would be funny to grab some of my in-game voice lines and put it through like this generative AI thing to study my lines and basically synthesize my voice into saying something absurd. And I only found out because my friend actually sent it to me saying like, "Dude, did you say this?" Like, no, what? So I immediately knew, yeah, that sounds really robotic. That is not me. And then that's when I realized, oh yeah, I've been replicated since I voiced in a few notorious roles. It's open source for anybody. Just take my voice lines, turn down the music in the game, just turn up the voice, turn off the sound effects, and just record, study my voice, and replicate it. They haven't done it since then, but I'm not sure what's happening behind the scenes.
We would like to express our thanks to Frank for coming forward with his story. Um, Voiceover artists are one group of people who are starting to feel the effects of Gen AI on their industry.
That's where we need to start looking to the future and thinking about whether some fields might need protection. In the USA, the Screen Actors and Writers Guild of America went on strike together. Their aim was to have contracts with large studios like Disney prevent their work from being fed into AI.
And they did secure that in the end. But the future is uncertain. Maybe the bubble will burst. Maybe instead of 3 to 5 large models run by companies, we'll start seeing more people put together models that they can train and run locally in their home computers.
It'll be very interesting to look back at this episode in a year's time and see how things have changed. AI may have changed how we create narratives, but the change itself is nothing new.
On the next episode, where we'll discuss the art of Irish storytelling and how it differs from what we might be familiar with.
Thank you for tuning in into Digital Divide. I'm B. Joseph Galvin.
And I'm Bright Mohango.
See you next time.